tickets
clarify
for
is
SmackDown.
Charlie Wilson, babyface.
Welcome everybody to another episode of the I was getting ready to say the Chicago Cubs Central podcast. It's late.
Oh, we're live. Okay.
Anyways, guys, listen, we are here. It's the group. We got to honor Hulk Hogan. We got homie court, and we're gonna book SummerSlam. We got a lot to talk about, but first, we got to hit you with that intro.
All your favorite wrestling shows rolled into one. Welcome to the WeBook It podcast. Let's start the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The show's so nice, we had to do it twice. That's right. It is Sunday night, and it is time for the WeBook It podcast. I am your host. I did not think I would be on this Sunday, but wifey gave me clearance. So I'm like, man, let me go and hop on with the fellas. Talk to the fellas a little bit about some wrestling. And of course, we wanted to come on and we want to honor the one and only Hulk Hogan. Terry Bollea passed away this past week, as well as Ozzy Osbourne, two actual legends that are both in WWE Hall of Fame. I think Ozzy Osbourne was in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
If not, so he's definitely in the WWE Hall of Fame. So we want to definitely honor those guys. But before we get to any of that, first and foremost, I have to introduce my beautiful, awesome, amazing cast of co-hosts that help anchor this channel that will see us through the near future while your boy is out on leave. That's right. First and foremost, we got the man that's ruling Monday nights. He is the workhorse of the WeBook It podcast. He does his damnedest to make sure Monday nights are unforgettable every single Monday night. He is Coach Man. What's going on, Coach?
Gentlemen, always a pleasure. And, I didn't know we were using government names tonight with the, we got Fritos.
Dang it. Why did that happen?
What are we doing?
I love you, Coach.
I love
and
you
other
too, random
names.
citizens.
And other government names.
Love you too, Fritos.
All right. And of course, after that, guys, we got the freakiest one who soon will turn in his freaky card to be a husband, a dad, and so many other great things probably coming up in the nearest future for him. Y'all, let me tell you something. He is your current two-time booking world champion. Beat the dog crap out of Big Daddy C to take back his booking world championship. That's right, y'all.
No, I believe the champion was Coach. Get it right.
Yeah, it was me.
Well, for story's purposes, I'm going to say it was C. He beat the dog crap out of C and took back his booking world championship. That's right, the two-time booking world champion and the host of the Friday night SmackDown, Lowdown, Hoedown, Throwdown, Mowdown, Towdown, Whoa Now. That's right, Freaky Fritos.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my singles and tag team competitors. I hope you're prepared for a great show tonight as I prepare my list, my fantastic list that's going to secure my title for SummerSlam and continue this reign of terror for your booking champion of the year. Yeah.
And of course, y'all, last but not least, we got my brother from another mother. He's before we go any further, I have to say this. I think you shared a meme or something this past week on Facebook, and you were talking about the fact I think you were asking people to tell you why they like you or why they want to why they chose to be friends with you or something like that. And I had the sweetest answer, but since you my op, I couldn't put it on there. But literally, me and C are basically the same person. Basically the same person. And we like the same type of women, we like the same type of food, we watch the same movies, same music, we dress the same. Except he got earrings in, and his beard is better than mine. But outside of that, like I said, we're basically virtually the same person. So one of my best friends in the whole wide world, my brother from another mother, wouldn't trade him for the world. Big Daddy, don't call me soft daddy. See.
Appreciation Appreciate the intro, brother. What's going on, fellas?
Soft
Got anything to
daddy.
say?
You know what's see, this is why you're trash. I just gave you the sweetest intro, and all that was appreciated, brother.
I said appreciate the intro, brother. Like, what more do you want? What,
More hype.
in
This
the words
man
of
was your hype
Tyrese,
man. He
in
gave
the
me so much
words,
hype. I had to
in the
intervene
words,
to make
in the
sure
words
that you
of
stayed
Tyrese,
below the champion.
in the words of Tyrese, what more do you want from me?
More
Like,
hype.
come on, man. Like, you know my personality. Like, I'm gonna give thanks in the most chill way possible. That's how I do things. What you want me to say? Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate that, sir. You want me to say some shit like that? No. All right.
Some
All
more
right,
energy. Some more. We need more energy from that. Be like, yeah.
Oh, you gonna get
that's
more
it.
energy?
I'm pulling Hogan, making sure I bury all you guys' talent.
You gonna get more energy from me when we start our homie court.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's fair, but the judge is Fritos, just so you know.
I do say.
Oh, I do declare.
All right, jury. So, okay, folks, we do have another episode of Homie Court today because Big Daddy C once again messed up and hurt my feelings.
Time out. You need to make an intro for Homie Court now.
Yeah, that is true.
We got to do like a Law and Order.
All right. Anyways, welcome everybody to another episode of Homie Court with Inside the Sunday Night Pod. All right. So the issue here tonight, I just gave C one of the most heartfelt intros, and I meant every single word of it. C is one of my best friends. C knows the type of music I like. Why does C know the type of music I like? Because C likes the type of music I like. We like the same type of music. We like the same type of artists. We may disagree on their ranking order as far as who's the greatest, but that's literally it. Outside of that, we like the same people. Anyways, before the show, we're all talking. I asked Fritos about when he's leaving to get married. So when will he need somebody to sit in for him on his shows so he can go and get married and get hitched in Vegas, right? I talked to C. C just so happens to casually throw in there once again. I just want to let y'all know. Well, matter of fact, let me act like Seabrook. I want to let y'all know. Beginning of September. Yeah, I'm gonna be unavailable because I'm going to Chris Brown and I'm going to see Charlie Wilson after that. And for me, I would just like, Your Honor, to tell you that I think this is complete and utter BS. I was not invited to go to the Breezy Bowl. I was not invited to go to see Charlie Wilson. And my only defense is when I went to go see New Edition, the first person I called, C. Earlier this year, when I wanted to go to the Cubs game, my wife, my lovely, beautiful, pregnant wife, that is right now upstairs holding in her belly my unborn child that will be here soon. In pain, Fritos. I want to hear you this. She's in pain. She thought of me enough that when I needed a break, I needed a blow, I needed to go somewhere and release my mind and relax my mind. And what better place to do that than the friendly confines? Do you know the first person that she called?
Ooh, good sir.
Your Honor, that man right there, Big Daddy C. The first person she called, she was like, "C, I want you to go with Mike to a Cubs game, and I want you guys to go and have fun. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about nothing like that. Just go have a blast up in Chicago together as brothers. You're his road dog, literally and figuratively, Brian James. You're his road dog, and you literally, you guys enjoy time and company together. So why don't you guys go to Chicago and have a day of it?" Where was my phone call at, Fritos? Where was my phone call at to go to Breezy Bowl? I like Chris Brown.
Speculation.
I don't know. What? Please provide the
was that
judge and the jury here your evidence of this so-called phone call, good sir.
Go ahead. The prosecution rests.
All right. To be fair, before you had cut me off as I was listing the artist for the second concert, It's Charlie Wilson, Babyface, and Casey Haley from Jodeci. So just wanted to clarify that.
Motherfucker.
So yeah, the Breezy concert, that that was a spur of the moment purchase. We all make purchases just randomly out of the blue. So yeah, that's what that was. And then the Charlie Wilson one, that was spur of the moment. I just bought that ticket a couple of weekends ago while I was in Chicago. So it was a spur of the moment, man. Just you know what? Tickets are pretty cheap. I go. Um, and plus I knew the kid was gonna be on the way, so I figured he wouldn't have the time to go to the concert. All right, because
Good point, good sir. Good
you
point.
got a kid on the way. All right, you already taking about 6 weeks off from the pod, so that means you ain't got time to be on be going no concerts and leaving Christine to take care of the baby by herself. Now, am I right or am I wrong, fellas? Tell me.
I'm the judge here. I'm just a neutral person here. I just overrule this. So we will need some verdict from the attorney, a middle person here, of Coachman here. Please, Coach, give us some middle ground here. Good sir. Good sir.
Whew. All this speculation on both sides is really, really something here. While I do see Virgil's point of getting a ride or die, I also do see Big Daddy C's point of knowing your role as a husband and father.
Faja, yes.
Faja. Because I too purchase concert tickets for the moment, except I usually do them the night of, because that's just me procrastinating. So I know what that's like. So I rule in favor of Big Daddy C on this one for being thoughtful of what Mr. Virgil will be doing as a father and a husband.
And on top of that, I would like to throw this out there as well. I happen to be in Hot Topic, right? One of my all-time favorite places to go shop because they got best of triple all my worlds: wrestling, rock, music, everything. All right.
And dildos.
Anime, no, that's Spencer's.
That's Spencer's.
My bad, sorry.
Yeah, but no, let me see what wrestling shirts they got up in Hot Topic. I go up in there, I saw a Rhea shirt. I'm like, oh, got my Rhea shirt. Saw a Roman Reigns shirt. Oh, got my Roman Reigns shirt. Saw a John Cena shirt. Last time is now. I know Mike does not have one of those shirts. What do? I called this man. He didn't answer. I wanted to see what size shirt he was going to get. So I'm like, don't he have a 2X? I'm like, I get it. And so I got it. Spent my own hard-earned money on this shirt. And then Mike calls me back probably like a day or so after the fact. And
it was not a day.
But actually, no, he didn't even call back. I sent them a text with the picture saying, yeah, happy early birthday. His birthday is going to be on August 3rd. So I thought of him enough to get him a shirt of his all-time favorite wrestler who is retiring at the end of the year, and got him one of his last time is now shirts. Ooh. So the fact that he took me to homie court because I didn't invite him to a couple concerts that I'm going to be in St. Louis last spur of the moment, and I actually have hotels. I actually have a hotel reserved to be in St. Louis for the whole time. Yeah. Shame on you, sir. Shame on you. All right? John Cena would not be proud of this. All right?
Actually, John Cena probably will be pretty proud of this. He would tell you, shut your freaking pie hole, and you needed to be inviting me to the concert. But
grab
I will concede on this one. Fine. I'll let it go about not being invited to the concerts. Homie court dismissed.
Hang on. Your judge and loyal honor here, Fritos, has not ruled. Let me do my ruling here, good sir.
Go ahead, Fritos. This is why you can't give Fritos too much power, because he really does overdo it. Go ahead.
I do, good sir. And the decision of this court in this matter of this situation, I do see Big Daddy C's favor. But, even though good sir Virgil is about to be a daddy, Big Daddy C is not an innocent man. Oh, no. This court does recognize the fact that Big Daddy C has neglected. Good sir, you're in court. You listen to me. Don't make me give a gavel. I will give a gavel.
That's one incident. All right.
And it's the only incident I need, good sir. This
is an outrage.
It's okay. I'm going to let it slide. But this court does recognize the fact that Big Daddy C did not invited one CEO, aka Virgil, to go see one CM Punk at Survivor Series in Chicago, Illinois. So guess what? I'm going to give him some time. If there's another event coming within the Chicago district and that Big Daddy C goes, well, I'll wait till about.
Actually, I won't be going. I won't be going because unless it's WrestleMania, I'm not going.
Zip. Or you're. That's it. Detain him.
I hate all
detain him. Virgil, detain this man here. He's detained.
I hate all state arena.
You can kick him out. He's detained. Good.
I had to be in the handicap section instead of regular seats because.
Well, no, I actually wanted to hear that part of the story.
He's muted. So since he did not invite you to go see CM Punk returning to the WWE at Survivor Series, good sir, while you both were there, I will award you get one pass from Big Daddy C anytime he goes to Chicago for any type of event, whether it's sporting, music, food, whatever, good sir. He has to invite you up there. And if he doesn't,
may I have one final remark, good Frito, sir?
Go ahead, good sir.
I would like to state for the fact that unless this man provides proof that he specifically texted or called me saying that he was going to be in Chicago, Illinois, that entire weekend of Survivor Series, his story has been a complete lie. I did not know he was in Chicago that weekend. I knew I was going to be in Chicago that weekend, but he said nothing about his interest in going to Survivor Series. Not in the group chats, nothing. All right?
It sounds like we are opening up a cold case now.
Yeah, he mentioned nothing about being in Chicago. I found out he was in Chicago through Snapchat. All right? He went to go see his dad. All right? That's how I found out he was in Chicago. He did not send out one man. Hey, see, I'm gonna be in Chicago, man. You interested in going to Survivor Series? He ain't said no shit like that. So that story saying that he messaged me or called me, say, hey, see, I'm gonna be in Chicago. That is a complete lie, a fib. All right? A fabrication of the truth, if you will. All right.
C is not being honest right now. And it's reason and it's
in the words of Andre Benjamin, we all also known as Andre 3000. I'm just being honest. All right. That's what I am right now. Okay. All right?
You are not being honest, sir, nor are you being forthcoming right now. So let us go back.
Words. Get them dueling pistols out. Oh yes. Oh Lord.
Let us all remember that I have stuck to the same story now since the start of this podcast, and let it further be known that C knows that now he mentions this as a defense because it's too late to go back and actually find the text messages from that specific conversation. But had he mentioned it anytime before this, or when the show first started to ask for proof,
Messenger. First off, you don't even text me on the regular iMessage to begin with. Let's just throw that out there. Messenger actually keeps all of the history, so I can literally go all the way back to our main thread, our history thread in Messenger, and all the way back to that date of Survivor Series to prove that you did not message me all that weekend saying that you were in Chicago. defer to coach. Don't try to defer to coach's segment.
The fuck is this?
Don't try to defer to coach.
What the?
Yo, well, I'm the honor here. How dares you take over my court?
Sorry, coach. I didn't have anything else to do, so I just went ahead.
The sign of a guilty man.
Yeah, you're exactly, coach. Exactly. Thank you, coach.
All right. So that's enough for homie court. We spent 20 minutes on it, and we've been going back and forth. Anyways, Judge Frito says that you got one more time to not invite me to something, and then you got to pay the penalty, which I'm going to appeal to the court and lay myself down at the mercy of the court and ask that you be forced to purchase me a 10-piece wing from Dolphin in result of you messing over our friendship and not inviting me to stuff. So
with extra blue cheese, because you're gonna suffer a little bit.
Blue cheese? Ain't got no blue cheese at Dolphins.
Figure it out. Find out.
All right, so next time I mess up and I'm guilty, I gotta get you a 10-piece.
Deal.
Right.
Anyways, all right. So one thing if we could be serious for a moment here, in the words of Lance Storm, one thing, y'all, we did lose an icon, a legend, somebody with a checkered past, somebody that was well respected in some circles but not respected at all in other circles, within the realms of wrestling, but is undeniably one of the greatest of all time, that being Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea. He did pass away this past Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, at 71 years old. Which is crazy because my dad is 68, he'll be 69 in January. So to think about that, it's like, dang, man, that's crazy. Like, he's literally almost Hulk Hogan's age. But at the same time, the whole wrestling world mourns, well, at least majority of the wrestling world mourns the death of Hulk Hogan and what happened with him. He went to cardiac arrest. You had people like Ric Flair, Sergeant Slaughter, Michael Cole. I watched interviews from all of these guys that gave interviews to ESPN and CNN and all the different major sports outlets, just talking about the impact that Ric Flair had on wrestling. I'm sorry, Ric Flair. Sorry, Hulk Hogan had on wrestling. Ric Flair's still alive. Yeah, if we just want to take a moment, everybody kind of go around and talk about what Hulk Hogan meant to wrestling or what he meant to you personally, as in wrestling, or just share a favorite moment or just say something. If you don't have anything else to say, just say pass. We just want to do that. Go ahead, Fritos. You can start it off.
For Terry, as a person, it's complicated. Even though I know he tried to renew himself with Christian faith, it's still complicated due to his past history with everything going on. But Hulk Hogan as a person, I will say this: we would not be here as a podcast. WWE wouldn't be here as a company without him. I mean, I don't. God, it's so complicated. Without him, with his moments in WWE, ECW, with also Vince McMahon, the way how he worked everything out, WWE wouldn't be the front line for wrestling where it is now. At this point, it could potentially be where it's still just a regional area instead of a whole, literally worldwide brand. And it is thanks to Hulk Hogan as a character, not as a person, as a character. Terry as a person back then, and terrible person. I will give him that. But I'm not going to crap on a person who just passed away. There's no point of crapping on a person who's passed away. It's different when they're alive. You could tell them all that stuff. Us as fans, our last booze was the first Netflix era. We got it all out. But even then, like right now, we got wrestlers who are getting backlash. Just, sharing what they thought about Hulk Hogan. Because truly, they wouldn't be in the position they are in now without him. Honestly. Like Chelsea Green, she's gotten a huge bunch of backlash from it. But yeah, I respect his character, the Hulk Hogan character. Let me say that. But Terry as an actual person, yeah. Because really, like, what's the one thing that we think of WrestleMania? The one moment that we truly think Hogan picking up Andre the Giant and slamming him down and winning the title. That, to us, as old wrestling fans, is truly WrestleMania. The underdog beating the giant, really. A David versus Goliath story. So, like I said, even though he was somewhat of a complicated person, we could at least appreciate his character and for what he gave us for wrestling and where we're at now. Because really, what we couldn't talk about WrestleMania 40, we couldn't talk about AEW, we couldn't talk about all these other companies because they would still be regional. We wouldn't know about like New Japan Wrestling. We wouldn't talk about any other things because we'd be like, oh, we have to look hard for it. But I will just say that we can move on next.
All right. So I'm gonna just speak to like Hogan, the professional wrestler. I'm not even gonna dive into Terry. But as a wrestling fan, obviously, the legacy speaks for itself. The we talk about his impact during the territories and everything like that, and helping get pro wrestling more mainstream. You think about all the WrestleManias, the events, at what was it, the was it the Superdome up there in Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so those type of pay-per-views, and obviously Hogan was like the first, like major wrestler to like cross over into acting. We've seen him in the Rocky movies, and I forgot the other movies he was in. And so you think about those, and then obviously the biggest impact was when he went to WCW, joining the NWO, arguably the greatest heel turn of that time, probably of all time. If you want to debate that. But obviously it helped start the Monday Night Wars, put WCW on mainstream map. And then they were kicking WWF's ass at the time until, they flipped the script. Attitude Era became a thing, and they eventually WWF took over the ratings and never looked back. But Hogan, if it wasn't for him going to WCW and joining NWO, making that heel turn after being a face for so many years, that definitely changed the industry, and brought it to the heights, helped bring it to the heights. Um, and so, I feel like that's two of the main highlights of his legacy, in my opinion. And so that's pretty much what my thoughts are.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cody Rhodes said it best on SmackDown when he gave his tribute. When you separate the person from the wrestler, you have to know, like, as a wrestler, he set the stage for where we are right now, like you guys said. Um, Obviously, on screen is different than what happens off screen. And there was always some kind of controversy off screen, it felt like. But that was more as wrestling became more mainstream and people kind of started finding out about how WWE or professional wrestling in general operates, to where it kind of shed that light. But if you're thinking about back then, what he was able to do was catapult WWE to where it is now. And just kind of reiterating what you guys had already said. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you could dive into about the personal life and everything what we know now back then from all these documentaries, but at the same time, we wouldn't be having some of these documentaries or these anything without him. So it's kind of a double-edged sword for him because he was so successful. It was also his downfall in his personal life, which that's irony, honestly. But what he did for the wrestling community, from WWE to WCW to even TNA, it's the impact is what you see now. So yeah, that's all I gotta say on that.
Yeah, and you look at Hogan. Obviously, I was more disappointed in the wrestling world, I think, this week more than anything. Now, I was not disappointed when he got booed in California. I actually thought that was pretty hilarious. I understood that. He was still alive. All was well as far as we knew at that point. But the people that were excited and tap dancing and happy that he was dead. I mean, I don't wish death on anybody. Hulk Hogan is not God. He's not Jesus. He's not without his flaws. And he did a lot of dirt. I mean, in the wrestling business. But even somebody like the Undertaker, who said that Hogan basically almost tried to cost him his spot at one point in '92 because he was threatened by him, and he took the tombstone. Even he stopped, for a moment to, pay homage to Hulk Hogan. Jim Cornette, that never has a good thing to say about anybody, stopped to pay homage to Hogan. Devon Dudley, Mark Henry, all these people, not Teddy Long, black people within the business, obviously Booker T ain't said nothing. I haven't watched the Hall of Fame yet to see if he gonna say something or not, but bro, I'm trying to be serious. Don't laugh. You can't laugh.
No, but yeah, just don't mean to cut you off, but yeah, I will admit, not so much as celebrating this up, but as in, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to be sad or anything, obviously, because it's hard for me to do that, especially in today's economy. For someone that doesn't really, that it's on record for not liking people of my color, skin, and everything, me and Mike's color skin, it's kind of hard to really, it's kind of hard to be sad. I mean, yeah, from a wrestling standpoint, you're sad for family and everything, and all those who were impacted by him in the business and the industry and personally. But it's just, for me, and maybe some other black folks, it is kind of hard. That's what Frito says is really complicated, because you don't wish death upon anybody, but at the same time, it's you care less about them in a way. It sucks, but that's the reality we live in. You don't want to care. You don't really want to care for someone that doesn't care for your race, But
Yeah,
just keep it wrestling. We
it hurt.
keep it wrestling. Yeah, we're trying to keep it wrestling.
No, like I said,
it's hard. It's hard to.
From a wrestling standpoint, it hurt because Hulk Hogan is somebody that I always I'm not gonna say I looked up to, but to me, he represented what I thought was right in the wrestling world for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And like I said, I mean, I was not a Hulk Hogan fan in WCW because I didn't really care for WCW. But when Hulk Hogan came back in 2002 with the NWO, I still didn't cheer for him because I was a Rock fan. But I was happy when he brought back the red and yellow, and he was back on the good side. I mean, I was very, very thankful for that. And then the stuff him and Rock did in early 2003, leading into No Way Out, was hilarious, obviously. And then his match with Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 19, again, another great match. They actually went and tore the house down really, when you look at everything that those two did. And those are 250 at that point, two 50 plus year old men that were fighting in 2003 in that type of match, and they tore the house down together. So, I mean, Hulk Hogan should be remembered for a lot, but he should also be remembered, and I mean this. I mean, and this is no pun intended. He should be remembered as the greatest wrestler to ever do it. The greatest wrestler to ever do it. The wrestling would not be what it is today without Hulk Hogan. So, rest in peace to him. Rest in prayers up for his family. I know his family, his wife Linda was estranged from him, or his ex-wife Linda was estranged from him. I know his new wife is kind of dealing with all of this. Brooke wasn't talking to him. He did still have Nick, you know. So, like I said, I mean, it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on in the Bollea family, and like I said, I don't know about y'all, but I used to love watching Hogan Knows Best. As a kid, I used to always watch that show all the time. So, it was crazy. So, yeah, sad day for the wrestling world and wrestling fans. We got to be better, man. I understand a lot of us are weirdos and creeps and a lot of other things. We got to be better as people, though, man. Like, some of the stuff that we tribalize and some of the stuff that we champion is weird stuff, man. This is why people look at us weird as wrestling community, because of some of the stuff that we say and do, and stuff like the people that we hate that we really don't even know. Like, it's weird, guys. It's really weird. We got to do better as a wrestling community.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this though, and to add on to that. Now, my whole issue, like at least on my Facebook timeline, there are people that I know for a fact there was like RIP Hulk Hogan. Oh, this is sad. Blah blah blah. Ain't watched a lick of wrestling in their day in life, and I know for a fact, like, they don't know shit about what this man was doing. So when all the memes and everything came out about, like, yeah, Hogan didn't care about black people or all this stuff, all that can't stem from people like black people basically, giving their condolences and stuff like that, and not knowing like do you not realize this man never cared about us? And so, however, and as it pertains to the pro wrestlers themselves that were impacted by him, I did notice or see that people were trying, like, they were giving them shit about giving their condolences. I'm like, how are you going to, like, this was a mentor or a colleague of theirs, for several years, and how y'all gonna give them shit for, like, giving their condolences? So I get it. Like, if you're, like, legit impacted and worked with this man and had a different experience, can't really tell you how to feel about him. Like, so I do agree with you on that, Mike. Like, like, I did see a lot of people basically giving pro wrestlers shit, for, giving their condolences. I'm like, what y'all?
Diamond Dallas Page had the best interview about Hulk Hogan. Like it actually made me tear up too, because he talked about how Hulk went to Eric Bischoff to go to bat for him when Diamond's contract was ending, and Diamond thought that he was just gonna leave because WCW wasn't doing nothing with him, and Hulk literally met him in the back and was like, brother, like, stay, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because, like, me and you can make money. Like, I see us making money together in the future. And, like, he literally went to Eric Bischoff like 5 minutes later and said, dude, you need to do something with this guy. Like, me and him are going to make money in the future. Like, book with him, So, and from that, like I said, Eric Bischoff started doing stuff with Diamond Dallas Page, and we know what Diamond Dallas Page ended up becoming in WCW. So, like I said, I mean, for as much crap as we want to give Hogan, and stuff like that, for burying people and for, keeping himself and, stroking the Fu Man Chow and saying that doesn't work for me, brother. At the same time, like I said, there was also people that he went out on the limb for and did work for. So, I mean, it's always a double-edged sword. I'm pretty sure it's people the Undertaker said no to. I know it's people Shawn Michaels said no to. I'm sure it's people John Cena said no to. Bubba Ray Dudley got a story where The Rock is talking about himself in third person while they're in the car. He used to ride with the Dudleys or hitting the towns and whatnot. And Bubba's like, okay, we're working each other tonight, Rock. Why don't we do this? And Rock's like, I don't think that really works for The Rock, buddy. Like, so I mean, like I said, it's a certain level where you do get a certain level of creative control within yourself to be able to say yes and no to certain things. So, I mean, people are going to do that, So, with that being said, enough heavy heart. RIP Hulk Hogan. He'll probably be the thumbnail for this show. But let's have some fun now because we have to book SummerSlam, not just one night of SummerSlam. Y'all, we got to book 2 nights.
Wait, whoa. You said 2 nights?
2-time?
2-time, just like me. You're a 2-time reigning, defending, booking champion of the year. And guess what, boys? I've got my Pikachu pen right here. It's locked and loaded. I'm ready to book the shit out of this and retain my title. So bring it on. Virgil, what's the first match?
The first match, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
Go ahead, Fritos.
Champion goes first, Fritos.
All right, that's
Well,
fair.
we're waiting.
Oh, you're waiting. Well, guess what? Keep on waiting. Because guess what? When you're behind me, you will wait till I get my answer. Okay, that's enough waiting. For this match, I see Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair taking the tag titles. For this, I think what they're going to do is push Charlotte Flair to be that babyface that they initially tried to do at Royal Rumble before us fans pushed her to be that heel. Really, Roxanne Perez was thrown into the tag team title match. It might have been different if Liv was here, but I think they're going to do the pivot and give the titles to Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
Okay. See?
Yeah, I got Charlotte and Alexa Bliss taking tag titles.
Yeah, same here. Alexa and Charlotte win the tag titles.
Okay, we all pick A and C on that one. Next up, we got Gunther versus CM Punk. Fritos.
Woo! Lord Almighty, this is going to be a burner of a championship match here. With the reports of Gunther being the last opponent for John Cena, there's no point of him holding this great championship that I have right here on my shoulder. And I think it's about to be time for the summer of CM Punk to start. Even though it's the end of summer, you know what I'm saying here, ladies and gentlemen. So I think CM Punk's going to win this title because you got more storylines here with CM Punk holding the World Heavyweight Championship and with that lingering Money in the Bank briefcase with Seth Rollins, because we know he's injured, but guess what? You never know, something might happen and he changes, or he may cash in the last minute, but I have CM Punk winning versus Gunther.
What about you, C?
I got Gunther winning.
I got Gunther winning too. Who you got winning, Coach?
Yeah, this one was a toss-up for me. I originally put down CM Punk, but after kind of thinking it over, I'm going to go with Gunther on this one as well.
Okay. Up next, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
I've got Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. They're the faces throughout this whole thing. I think they're trying to build something here with Jelly Roll. Especially he's got a lot of press going on in this with the late night shows. Pat McAfee's podcast about how he lost his weight. They talked about his training. So I think this makes sense. They're going to try to build something here with Jelly Roll. He mentioned about some physical weight loss goals here. So I think this kind of helps push that and maybe keep more of a partnership with him. So I've got Randy Orton and Jelly Roll in this one.
All right, what you got, Coach?
I also have Randy and Jelly Roll. I think anytime you bring in, solely just because anytime you bring in a celebrity, usually they win just for the press and everything. So that's my. So I think it's going to be a great match. I think it's going to be a sleeper match that's actually going to be really good. So I'm going to go Randy and Jelly Roll on this one.
So I picked Drew and Logan. Devin picked Drew and Logan. I'm sorry, Tank picked Drew and Logan. Claude, who do you pick for this one?
I got Randy and Jelly. Only because with this newfound information about Drew being stuck somewhere, I don't know what the hell is gonna happen with that, but I imagine he'll be able to make it for the pay-per-view. But even then, I still got Orton and Jelly Roll for the win.
Next up, Tiffy and Jade. Tiffy versus Jade.
Ooh, Lord Almighty, this is a tough one right here. Because you got Naomi holding that WWE Women's Championship in Raw. It makes it interesting because you still got Bianca out right now. I think they're going to go with Jade in this one against Tiffany Stratton because you got two potential storylines with Bianca. And I can see this eventually being maybe a triple threat match. I don't know if they're going to do something with both championships, but I can see them do something along those lines where it could be interesting and promote more of the women's side of wrestling. So I got Jade beating Tiffany Stratton.
I got Jade.
Oh man, this one was another tough one for me. I'm going to go with Tiffy on this one though. I think something's going to happen in the match to where Jade won't win to build another storyline. Because when is the last time we've seen somebody in their first title match actually win?
Yeah, Triple H don't book that way. I agree with that. Also, Devin, Tank agrees with you also. So Tiffy, so it's 3 Tiffys and then 2 Jades on that one. So we will see what happens with that. Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn.
This one's a tough one. I can see them having Sami turn heel tonight, but that makes it interesting for Royal Rumble in Saudi.
Wait, tonight?
What?
That night.
Oh. I was like,
Because it makes it interesting because I don't think they're going to have Sami be a heel in Saudi Arabia.
I was like, what, is there an event going on that I don't know about?
For the
So we got the main event on YouTube.
I'm going to regret this. I'm going to say Sami, and he's going to turn heel this night. We're going to see the Karrion Kross effect take effect.
You said Sami's going to win?
Sami's going to win, and he's going to turn heel.
I agree with you. Sami is going to win that match, but it's not due to that. They haven't signed Karrion Kross to a new contract, and they haven't even talked to him or approached him about it. Bro, this is his last match. He on his way out. They're not going to offer him another deal, bro.
I know, but the Karrion Kross effect is still real, and us fans know it. So I think they're going to still play along with that.
This is just good. This is just good ammo for Tank next week. See, you should let Tank rant next week when he's back in about Karrion Kross. I'm sure you'll have something to say. Coach, who you got?
I got
Or
Kross.
Claw, or see who you get?
I got Kross winning. I'm like, you gotta let the bad guy win at least one time, man. Like, come on, man. Like, come on.
He won on Raw.
Oh man, that shit don't matter. We need a pay-per-view win. Pay-per-view wins mean the most out here in these streets. All right. So this SummerSlam, you got to get him a big 4. Well, in this case, a big 5 pay-per-view win. So yeah. So I got Kross winning.
Go ahead, Coach.
I want Kross to win, but if we're going booking wise, I think Sami's going to win. And Fritos, I like where your head's at with the turning heel. I don't think it's going to be a full turn, but I think we're going to see probably a little bit of a darker side of Sami come out in this
dirty.
match.
Like he's going to have to do something dirty or dastardly to win the match.
Yeah,
to pull out the win. Okay, I like that.
That's what I think is going to happen. But I want Kross to win. But I'm going to put down Sami.
2 more matches left. We got Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed.
This one's a tough one for me. Only because I saw speculation on X saying that we all talked about there's going to be a major heel turn on this night. We all speculate Cody, but I saw one fan talk about this, and it made me think it could potentially be Jay turning heel on Roman, which it doesn't make sense, but at the same time, it does. Only because Jay hasn't come out through the crowd, which it hasn't made sense for him to come out through the crowd with all like the fan speculation, him coming through and all that. But it also makes sense because he's worn all black also at the same time. He hasn't been that colorful blue, the orange, different colors. It would make a lot more sense to storyline. Main event Jey Uso, and he leads this new faction where he's still not pleased with how Roman's apology was accepted. I'm going Bronson and Braun with a Jey Uso heel turn on this one.
B&B. Claude? Sorry, C?
I had Roman and Jay. I see what you're saying, Fritos, in regards to possible heel turn for Jay. I I don't know because it's the uncertainty of how long Steph is gonna be out. I don't know. I feel like it would be not smart to give them a new leader out of the blue. So yeah, so I'm gonna just roll with Jay and Roman to win this match, and then pretty sure, who knows, they might get another member, unless Jay might end up being that other member, because they're still rumored to get one more guy. While Seth is still a leader, so who knows what might happen. We'll see. But I still got Jay and Roman winning that match.
Okay. All right, Coachman.
Yeah, I got Roman and Jay winning the match. If anything, it's going to happen. If the heel turn does happen, it'll probably happen after the match. It won't happen during it. I could see something like what Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins situation. They win, and then all of a sudden, Jay turns on Roman just out of the blue. But it creates that shock factor that everyone will be talking about. If that happens, I don't think it will, but if it does happen, that's when it would happen, not during the match. But Roman and Jay.
All right, I'm gonna list off to you guys. Oh, also, I'm sorry. Tank and myself both picked R&J too. Yes, guys, I am giving Tank stuff to. I had him pre-pick his roster picks. All right, so who will win the TLC tag team turmoil match? 16 tag match. We have Gargano, and we have DIY, we have Motor City Machine Guns, we have the tag champs, the Wyatt Six, we have the Street Profits, we have I can never remember these dudes' names. The one with the mask and then the white dude.
Fraxium.
Fraxium.
And then of course we have Andrade and Phoenix. Who you guys picking? I'll tell you off bat. I'm going Andrade and Phoenix. I think that they end up picking up these because WWE is doing a lot of crap with AAA, and I think it's going to end up being Phoenix and Andrade holding both the AAA tag titles after beating the Wolf dudes, and holding the WWE SmackDown tag titles.
Fraxman had a lot of heat building up as soon as they landed within SmackDown into the tag team division. But the White Six, so much of it, I love it with them holding it. I'm going to go Fraxium because I think they were trying to build something till they came back, and it makes sense for them to hold it. There's no real storyline with the White Six holding the tag titles when they had one where they were taking on Bray's former enemies. So I'm going to go with Fraxium. I think they continue that storyline to build them back up.
Yeah, I got Fraxium winning. I want the Street Profits to win because I think they never should have lost them to begin with, especially after like fighting so hard just to get them, get the championships. And so, but like, yeah, I agree with Frito, Fraxium. They're like the new hot tag team on the scene when they got called up from NXT, and so I feel like they're next up, man, to be that one of the top tier tag teams on SmackDown. And so I think they'll get this win. This match will be. I honestly feel like this match will be the night. This match will be the best match of both nights.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it's the 25th
So
anniversary.
wait a minute. Hold on. You got Fraxium, correct?
Yeah, yep. And it's the 25th anniversary of the first TLC match at SummerSlam. So this, I expect them to go all out for this one.
So the SmackDown tag division is, first off, it's awesome right now. So there's nothing wrong with that. But what I kind of see happening with this division is almost kind of attitude era-ish, to where the titles, like the title reigns don't matter how long you hold the title. It's just going to be, the title's just going to be tossed around because each one of these teams are so good. And I think that's what's going to happen down the road here. So I don't think the Wyatt Six retain. I'm actually going to go with the Street Profits getting it back to kind of build up that story of they have it back, they're back on top, and then Fraxium coming in later on in a different PLE or a SmackDown taking the titles from them. But I got the Street Profits on this one.
Okay. Let's move to Sunday night. Dom versus AJ for the IC title. This is easy, y'all. Come on.
As much as I want to say AJ to win it, due to some of his final years, I want to see him hold another title. I think it's going to be Dom. It's one of his first real matches retaining that title, and it makes sense if you're trying to build up Dom to be the face of the company at some point. So I'm going to go Dom Mysterio.
Okay. Who you guys see?
I got AJ winning.
Me too.
I think because I think this is the one title he has not won yet since being in WWE. So this will give him, I believe, will this give him the Grand Slam or no?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I think he'll win this one, and then they'll have the rematch, and I think Dom will take it back. But I think this will at least give AJ a nice little run real quick before he retires.
He also did just sign a new 1-year contract too. So just saying.
Right. So yeah. So I see him and Dom having a series of matches. I think they'll have like a trilogy. Since we wasn't able to get that match at Clash of Champions. So I think they'll have a trilogy of matches. I just think you don't do all of this for him to try to, get Dom healthy for a match for the title match, only for him to lose. So I think he'll win this one, then lose the second match. Then they'll have a trilogy, and Dom will more likely win that one. So, yeah, I got AJ winning.
Okay. Naomi versus Rhea versus Io.
Oh no, I'll screw
Oh
off.
snap! My bad.
Wow, way to go there, CEO.
Sorry, Coach.
This one happened on Monday Night Raw. Raw dog.
I know it wouldn't. See, I know it wouldn't.
Hey, which by the way, I got a bone to pick with you too. I watched y'all show, and the last time y'all both did it together, you got the nerve to call C the best producer in the game, and that really irked me.
Whoa! How was my skills, Coach? Were they not subpar, good sir?
Oh, they were on key.
Oh, okay. Just double checking, make sure.
You're still a novice, Fritos.
I'm sorry. I don't run 50 shows like you, good sir. I'll only
All
run
right.
2 shows.
Anyways, I'm going with Dom on this one because I do think obviously something's going to happen in this match to where AJ is going to get granted a rematch, and then AJ is going to take it at Clash in Paris because with that
Okay.
crowd, when AJ wins, is going to be crazy.
Yeah, I'm going Dom too on this one. I think something ends up happening where Dom ends up retaining the championship, like a pin, a roll up, a distraction, or something like that. Obviously, the Judgment Day's World Tag Team titles aren't being defended at SummerSlam as of now. That might change, but as of now, they don't have a match for SummerSlam, so they're going to come out and get involved in this because they got to show them with the World Tag Team Championships. So some will happen, like I said, where JD will come in and cause a distraction. Finn will slide in the Intercontinental Championship. He'll hit him in the head with it, throw it out, roll him over, pin him, something like that. The huge. All right, guys. Naomi versus Rhea versus Io.
I'm going to go Naomi. They just gave her the title. There's no point in throwing it on Rhea. I think they're going to give her this whole year off without the title. And like I mentioned on this past Raw Dog Monday with Coach, as your best producer ever, right, Coach?
For that night, yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, we'll get past there. I think there's more
I'm like,
of a
choose your
story
words
with,
wisely, coach. All right.
For that night, yes, you were the best producer.
wow. But I think there's a story they have with Io Sky and the Kabuki Warriors, especially with Asuka. I think they're going to have a match because they talked about it before. I think that's what they're going to try to push at Clash of Paris. So I'm going to say Naomi retains that night.
Yeah, I got Naomi.
Me too.
Naomi.
Let's see what. Yeah, he picked Naomi too. Okay. All right. Becky versus Lyra for the Intercontinental Women's Championship. If Becky wins, Lyra can never challenge again as long as Becky holds the belt.
This is a tough one. I'm going to go Becky with this one. I know me and Coach talked about this. I see this as almost like a Star Wars story, or I can see Bayley get involved in this, and I think this cost Lyra the title. And I think this is where Bayley's trying to pull Lyra to like the face side compared to where Becky might try to pull her to the heel side in a sense, because we're starting to see that heel side from Lyra. So I'm going to say Becky, and this is going to help turn Lyra heel and help bring in more stars into that mid-card title that Becky's at right now.
Oh man. This will be what, match number 3 between these two?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They both
No disqualification too.
Yeah, I got Lyra winning. I get it. If Becky does retain, obviously you can have more younger talent to step up and challenge her. But I think the same could happen for Lyra. So I think Lyra will get her revenge after dealing with all the crazy shit, with Becky and Bayley, and so I think she'll get her title back, and then begin a feud with somebody else. But I would not be surprised if she does turn heel, and that would be a one way you can keep the title on her, for the months to come. And so yeah, I got Lyra.
I also have Lyra. Who you got, Coach?
I'm going with Becky on this one. I do think Lyra is going to turn heel, though. Bayley's going to interfere, and then Lyra, after Becky wins, Lyra's going to go full heel and just start beating up Bailey and Becky after the match.
Okay, with her man shoulders. All right.
But would it really be a heel move
God
though?
damn.
Like,
I mean that's a good point,
because
Steve.
I'm like, they all been scrapping for the last month or so. So I'm like, they all got issues with one another. So I'm like, I don't know if it'd be a true heel. Now, if she attacks other women, outside of those two, then it could be a complete heel move. But as long as those two, like, we know they all got issues with each other. So I don't really count that as a actual heel turn.
Right. That's good. That's a good point.
Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. Yarramin.
Fatu.
As
Okay.
much as I want to say Fatu, I think Solo wins based on the numbers game and the fact, like I've mentioned before, he's got merch for every city, so they're gonna prompt him up to be in that main event spot. They're gonna launch him. So if he loses and doesn't have to do anything with the mid card title, that means he's ready for the World Heavyweight Championship. He's ready for that big, beautiful championship that's behind Virgil, right behind him. So I think Solo retains.
Yeah, I got Solo 2 winning, and like you said, Fritos, that just means Fatu is going to be in the main event scene now. I think everyone sees that coming. So Solo for me.
All right, I'll switch, man. I'll go solo.
Nope, you said it already. Oh, I already wrote it down.
No,
we are still in the picking phase, Frito. Don't be that way.
Bullshit.
Y'all have,
You
yeah,
laid
yeah,
no.
yeah. Y'all,
I laid
y'all
in
have
my
picked,
bed.
y'all have picked.
I made my
after,
bed and laid in it. The last PLE. He does the same thing. Deal with it.
All right, Coach, who you got?
Solo.
For obvious reasons, correct?
Yes.
We are waiting on Tank to answer from that one. I assume he's probably asleep right now or throwing up somewhere, one or the other. Cena versus Rhodes for the WWE Championship, our main event. I'm going Cody.
God,
I'm laying it all on the line here and going Cody Rhodes.
I'm going Cena with this one. Only because, like I said earlier, with the night one, if he loses to Punk, Gunther loses to Punk, because that's the rumor going around that Gunther is going to be Cena's last opponent. I can see him take the title off of Cena. He's the only one with age-wise, because he said this is going to be the next person to take the title off of me and be your next 15, 16, 17-time WWE champion. To me, that makes sense, especially with a young guy like Gunther. So I'm going to say Cena, but we get the heel turn from Cody.
Yeah, I got Cena. Because what better way to drive someone to turn heel than to lose again in a title match against what most people will call the greatest of all time. And considering what his objective is to ruin wrestling, what better way for Cody to like lose that match and as Cena kept doing, rising above the hate. In this case, Cody will not rise above the hate. He will embrace it, and turn heel completely, and just give us a glimpse of that Indies heel Cody that we saw in what was it, New Japan ROH with the Bullet Club and shit. And so hopefully we get something like that. But yeah, I got Cena winning, and Cody goes ape shit, over time, kind of proving CM Punk's point about what that title does to people when they hold it. Well, after they obtain it and then hold it for such a long time, and then it's just like that obsession with wanting it. It takes over your soul, and so I'm hoping that The Rock does come back and play a part in this heel turn, but who knows at this point? Dwayne wants to do what Dwayne does, so yeah, but yeah. I got Cena.
All right, Coach.
I'm going to be honest. I have no idea how they're going to do this. If it's going to be a double turn, if it's nothing's going to happen at all, if everyone stays the same. But either way, I'm going to say Cena wins this one. And then I'm just going to enjoy the match because I have no idea how they're going to do it.
Coward.
Oh, God forbid I'm
Wait.
a fan. Jeez.
Wait. One more time. Who did you pick?
Cena.
Pick Cena. Literally, I'm the only one that picked Cody. Well, we'll see, Cody. We'll see.
Some Cena fan you are.
I know, right? Now, I do foresee Cody Rhodes winning back the WWE Championship. I think they have big plans for him with it, and I think
who does he fight? Who is his first opponent if he does win? Orton.
I mean, you could go into
probably
the Orton program if you wanted to. I mean, but there's like I said, you could do a Fatu thing. You could do a fatal 4-way challenge to see who's going to end up winning it. I mean, I think that by the looks of it, well, Damian Priest is stuck in Ali with
No, I'm good on Priest. I'm good on Priest. His time is coming
on
on
Aleister Black.
Nope.
Which he's getting a big push apparently.
LA
Right.
Knight, I can
Black
see LA
coming
Knight,
in, yeah.
maybe LA Knight getting another shot.
Fuck,
Right,
Triple H
I
is
mean-
buried at LA Knight, so I doubt.
You say he's what?
It's
Well,
painful. It's painful
LA
being
Knight was supposed to get. Well, okay, so I'm not going to overtalk our resident SmackDown aficionado. So what do you feel like he's burnt? He's buried.
I think right now he's getting buried.
Damn.
They had the momentum and they didn't pull the trigger when the iron was hot.
The golden shovel is back.
It's painful being an LA Knight fan right now. I'm telling you. They had multiple chances of putting the title on him. They put the U.S. title on him, and I think that was their way of saying, all right, there's his gold. Hope you're happy because that's it. Because I don't think they're going to do anything else with LA Knight right now for a while.
But the thing is, they said LA Knight was supposed to be coming over to Raw to feud with Rollins' group and everything.
Yeah, and he's out for a hot minute too.
True. But they could still do something like that.
They could, but then what? Granted, I think the World Heavyweight would look better on LA Knight, but that won't be for another 2 years, if anything, really, depending on storyline, injuries, and everything else. So, yeah, it sucks. It's pain. Pain. I'm living in Spain right now, minus the S.
Well, speaking of which, I got something that'll brighten up your day. It's time for Fritos Fave 5.
Sponsored by
nobody.
Spain, minus the S.
Trojan condom.
Okay, this isn't Happy Gilmore. Chill out. Which
Yep.
Happy Gilmore 2, great movie. If you have not watched it, ladies and gentlemen,
Highly recommend watching Happy Gilmore 2, everybody.
it's got 4 WWE superstars in it.
Fritos, give me the cue, please.
Sorry, Virgil, you know what to do. Hit my music. Ooh, so sexy. At number 5, I just saw reports. Rey Mysterio has come back to WWE after his injury.
Oh,
Wrestling is better when we have Rey in there. Shut up, see? Shut up. You sit in your corner and you just shut up. This is my list.
needs to go away. Tired of him.
Shut up.
Hey,
Then at number 4, I've got AJ Styles. This past Monday night, that man was a master of disguise. He showed his true comedic skills within Monday Night Raw. I'm looking forward to his match with Dom. It's going to be fantastic. At number 3, I've got MJF. Besides his role within Happy Gilmore 2, there was kind of a setup here within AEW where Bobby Lashley pinned him against the wall and said, "We're not your lackeys. Don't worry about it." After Edge, or AKA Cope, because Big Daddy C has issues with that.
Edge.
Said,
It's
"We don't take orders from you. We do what we need to do." So I'm looking forward to see what the storyline is with MJF and the Hurt Syndicate. Are they already breaking off from it? Or are they going to try to push him even more? Who knows? At number 2, I've got Drew McIntyre. This past Friday night SmackDown, thought he had a great promo, but right now he's locked at home in Scotland, unable to return. So who knows what's going to happen storyline-wise. So just keep an eye on Drew if he ever returns. Then number 1, I've got the whole SmackDown Tag Team Division. This past match and the setup for the 6-man pack TLC match was fantastic. I want nothing but pure chaos. And that's what this list is about, ladies and gentlemen. Pure chaos. And I love it. And that has been Alfredo's Fave 5. Yeah.
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 Do you also want my other list too?
No, we ran way over on time with
Okay.
Homie Court.
Homie Court took forever.
Way to go, C. For that, I give you an F.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I have no list.
Wow.
Give you a good grade, but since you did that,
On all of you guys. Reverse on you, reverse on you, reverse on all of you. I finally get to use an F on y'all. Oh, it feels so good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right, Virgil. We shouldn't give him much power.
This happens every single time, man. He's a 2-time booking champion, and I hype him up every time, and he always does this.
Whatever.
All right, C. What do you give him?
solely because you announced Rey Mysterio's return. F.
All right, Coach, what do you give him?
Fritos, I think that was a pretty solid list. I'm going to give you a B+ on that.
The only thing I would have changed on your list is I definitely would have put Solo somewhere on that list. Solo has been killing it since he has another group, his second group of his time in WWE that he's heading. He is your United States champion. His promos are great. Him and Miz teaming up this week together, or whatnot, to try to take down Jacob Fatu. Miz even getting hype and slapping Jacob Fatu. And then doing the Jacob Fatu dance while he mocked him. I think all of those moments made Solo like the best. So that's the only thing. But outside of that, I would give you like a B- probably. I think you did pretty good. Good people, this has been your Sunday Night Delight. That's right, another episode of the WeBook It Podcast Sunday night. Like C said, I am taking a break from potting, so you will not see my beautiful face here for a little bit unless I got to fill in for somebody. But outside of that, we appreciate you guys. Please treat Big Daddy C well, everybody. He's taking over the CEO duties as I'm stepping back for a bit. So may God have mercy upon his soul. To try to steer this ship. Yeah, man, we're gonna have a good time. And I will be back. The fellas will be back. Tank will be back. Make sure you tune in to all the episodes this week, starting off with Monday, Raw Dog Monday night. And yeah, appreciate you guys. Remember, keep those booking pencils sharp. Enjoy SummerSlam next weekend and keep on booking. Oh, by the way, I will make a special appearance next week if I do end up winning SummerSlam. Like I said, I will make a special appearance. Let y'all know.
You will.
What if your wife is giving birth at that time?
She will not be, because we're scheduled for a C-section on Tuesday. Ha!
TMI.
Good night, everybody.